Hello and welcome to Learnify TV, the channel that helps you learn about the world in a fun and informative way. In today's video, we will be exploring one of the most famous and beautiful natural wonders of the world, Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is a collection of three waterfalls located on the Niagara River, which flows from Lake Erie to Lake Ontario, forming the border between Canada and the United States. The falls are renowned for their beauty and power, attracting millions of visitors every year. In this video, we will take you on a journey through the history, geography, geology, and ecology of Niagara Falls. We will also share some interesting facts and stories about the falls, and provide some tips on how to make the most of your visit. So, buckle up and get ready to learnify about Niagara Falls. History of Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls has a rich and fascinating history that dates back thousands of years. The indigenous peoples of the region, including the Iroquois and the Ojibwe, believed that the falls were a sacred place, imbued with powerful spiritual energy. The first European to lay eyes on Niagara Falls was French explorer Samuel de Champlain, who visited the area in 1604. However, it was not until the late 18th century that Niagara Falls became a popular tourist destination. In 1848, Niagara Falls gained international fame when a tightrope walker named Charles Blondin crossed the Niagara Gorge on a tightrope, 160 feet above the water. This feat was repeated by many other daredevils over the years, including Annie Taylor, who became the first person to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel in 1901. In the early 20th century, Niagara Falls became a major source of hydroelectric power, with the construction of several power plants on both the American and Canadian sides of the falls. Today, Niagara Falls remains a popular tourist destination, with millions of visitors from around the world coming to see the falls every year. Geography of Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is located on the Niagara River, which connects Lake Erie to Lake Ontario. The river is approximately 36 miles long and varies in width from 1 mile to several miles. The falls themselves are made up of three separate waterfalls: Horseshoe Falls, American Falls, and Bridal Veil Falls. Horseshoe Falls, also known as Canadian Falls, is the largest and most famous of the three, with a width of approximately 600 feet and a height of 167 feet. American Falls is located next to Horseshoe Falls and is separated from it by a small island called Luna Island. Bridal Veil Falls is located on the American side of the river and is separated from American Falls by another small island called Goat Island. The Niagara River flows at an average rate of 85,000 cubic feet per second and drops approximately 170 feet over the falls. The resulting spray and mist from the falls can be seen from miles away and is one of the defining features of the Niagara Falls experience. Geology of Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is a product of the last ice age, which ended approximately 10,000 years ago. During this time, glaciers covered much of North America, including the region that is now Niagara Falls. As the glaciers began to melt, they formed a series of huge lakes in what is now Canada and the United States. One of these lakes, Lake Erie, was much larger than it is today and flowed into the Niagara River. Over time, the water from Lake Erie eroded the rock and soil at the edge of the Niagara Escarpment, a steep cliff that runs along the northern edge of Lake Ontario. This erosion created a steep drop-off at the edge of the escarpment, which eventually became the Niagara Falls we know today. The falls are composed of layers of rock, including dolomite, shale, and sandstone, that were deposited during the Silurian period, approximately 420 million years ago. The top layer of the falls is made up of hard dolomite, while the softer shale and sandstone layers erode more quickly, creating the distinctive shape of the falls. Over time, the falls have continued to erode, moving upstream at a rate of approximately 1 to 2 feet per year. Eventually, the falls will erode all the way back to Lake Erie, but this process is estimated to take thousands of years. Ecology of Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls is not just a spectacular natural wonder, it is also home to a diverse array of plants and animals. The Niagara River and the surrounding area are home to over 170 species of fish, including trout, bass, and sturgeon. The falls themselves are a habitat for a variety of plant species, including mosses, ferns, and lichens. The spray and mist from the falls also create a unique microclimate that supports plant species not typically found in the region. The Niagara Gorge, located downstream from the falls, is home to a variety of bird species, including bald eagles, peregrine falcons, and great blue herons. The gorge is also home to several mammal species, including deer, raccoons, and coyotes. However, the ecology of Niagara Falls has also been impacted by human activity. The construction of power plants and other infrastructure has altered the flow of the river and the surrounding ecosystem. Efforts are now being made to restore and protect the natural ecology of the area. including the removal of dams and the implementation of more sustainable energy sources. Interesting facts about Niagara Falls. Now that we have covered the history, geography, geology, and ecology of Niagara Falls, let's dive into some interesting facts and stories about this incredible natural wonder. The first person to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel and survive was Annie Edson Taylor, a 63-year-old schoolteacher who made the trip in 1901. Taylor designed the barrel herself and survived the trip with only a few cuts and bruises. The first person to go over Niagara Falls in a barrel and die was Bobby Leach, who made the trip in 1911. Leach survived the initial plunge but died a few months later from complications from his injuries. In 1969, an American geologist named John Norman discovered two large boulders at the base of Niagara Falls that had been hidden by the water for thousands of years. The boulders were estimated to weigh over 100 tons each and were eventually removed to prevent them from toppling over the falls. In 1848, the American side of Niagara Falls was temporarily silenced when ice blockages in the river reduced the flow of water over the falls to a trickle. The first person to go over Niagara Falls on a jet ski was Canadian stuntman Mario Rigby, who made the trip in 1995. Niagara Falls is not just a natural wonder, it is also an important source of hydroelectric power. The Niagara River is capable of producing up to 4.4 million kilowatts of power, enough to power over 3.8 million homes. Tips for visiting Niagara Falls. If you are planning a trip to Niagara Falls, here are some tips to help you make the most of your visit. Visit during the off-season. Niagara Falls can be incredibly crowded during peak tourist season, so consider visiting during the off-season to avoid the crowds and enjoy a more peaceful experience. Dress appropriately. The mist from the falls can be intense, so make sure to dress in layers and wear waterproof clothing. Take a boat tour. One of the best ways to experience Niagara Falls is by taking a boat tour. The Maid of the Mist is a popular choice and offers incredible views of the falls from the base of the river. Explore the surrounding area. Niagara Falls is surrounded by beautiful parks, hiking trails, and historical sites. Take some time to explore the surrounding area and discover all that this region has to offer. Consider staying on the Canadian side. While both the American and Canadian sides of Niagara Falls offer stunning views, many visitors prefer the Canadian side for its proximity to the falls and its variety of dining and entertainment options. Learnify TV, your guide to the world's wonders. At Learnify TV, we are passionate about exploring the world's most beautiful places and sharing our discoveries with our viewers. From the stunning natural beauty of Niagara Falls to the ancient ruins of Machu Picchu, we strive to bring you the best in travel and adventure programming. Our team of experienced filmmakers and travel experts is dedicated to providing you with informative and entertaining content that will inspire you to explore the world and experience all that it has to offer. Whether you are a seasoned traveler or just starting to plan your first trip, Learnify TV is your guide to the world's wonders. Join us on our journey as we explore the most incredible places on Earth and discover the stories and people that make them truly special. Niagara Falls is one of the world's most incredible natural wonders, and we hope that this video has inspired you to learn more about this amazing destination. From its rich history and unique geology to its diverse ecology and fascinating stories, Niagara Falls has something to offer everyone. If you are planning a trip to Niagara Falls, remember to take your time and explore all that this beautiful region has to offer. And if you can't make it to Niagara Falls in person, be sure to check out Learnify TV for more incredible travel and adventure programming. Thank you for joining us on this journey, and we look forward to sharing more incredible destinations with you in the future.